Uh-oh, rent's due. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, then you're not one of the Shane Dawson stans in my last two videos who complain that I talk about them too much and I need a life. And good for you for that. Just a reminder that if you find yourself in my comment section defending Shane Dawson or complaining about how much I talk about him, or that I don't have a life, or I must be jealous, that you are spending your time in my comment section, giving me engagement, by the way, defending someone who did blackface for like a decade, pretended to pleasure himself to a poster of 11-year-old Willow Smith, demanded young people twerk, kissed a 12-year-old on the lips, among other really disgusting things, not to mention the time he talked about finishing on his cat. Whether or not that was a joke, it's gross, okay? Just want to put into perspective what your hero does for a living. Anywho, we're here to talk about Shane Dawson today. But you know what? We're not gonna sit and dissect the ways that, I don't know, him and his husband spend money on crap they don't need, or how many steps he might have gotten today in his new obsession with walking in place. No. Today we're gonna go a little bit deeper than that. It's not a deep dive. Not at all. But there's a trend that's been happening in Shane's videos lately that I would really like to talk about because it's making me, for lack of a better word, irritated. Before we get into it, let's make sure that we're all subscribed to the channel, okay? We're trying to reach 30K. It's gonna happen soon. Let's make it happen before the end of the year. Who knows? Are we feeling crazy? I don't know. I always feel crazy. Just make sure you're subscribed because YouTube's... What the hell was on my face? Just make sure you're subscribed because YouTube's been unsubscribing people. Make sure you like the video preemptively or dislike it if you're one of those Shane Dawson stans that loves to come around my channel. So, I don't think Shane Dawson knows what conspiracies are anymore. I don't think he could identify a conspiracy with two hands, a map, and a flashlight. Conspiracies with Shane Dawson. None of them are conspiracies. It's just Shane discovering things that normal people already know about. And this has been a trend for a minute. I typically cover Shane's conspiracy videos because they're usually good for a laugh, but they used to be fun to watch back in the day, you know? I can admit that. Even the dumb ones, they were fun to watch. Now, just for transparency's sake, a conspiracy is defined as a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful, or the action of plotting or conspiring, okay? Let's hold on to that def, okay? We're gonna hold on to the definition. Hold on to it. Put it in your pocket for now. Oh, also, don't worry, my emotional support laundry is still there. We're thriving, aren't we, babe? In his most recent conspiracy video, it's a Crumble Conspiracy Investigation is what it's called. So we are led to believe that there is a conspiracy surrounding crumble cookies, which we know that Shane and Rylan eat crumble cookies all the time. If you've never had crumble cookies or you don't have crumble cookies where you live, they are these like gourmet cookies and they have new flavors every week, I think. I've only ever had them once, and once is really all you need. Unless you have an incredible sweet tooth or you want to dedicate your entire day to just eating a cookie, they're like a once a year thing in my opinion. I'm not judging you. You want to get a box of crumble every week and eat it, whatever. That's your choice. You live your life. We're here for a good time, not for a long time. Because everything around us is trying to kill us, including crumble cookies. I literally am not going to watch any other part of this video except the crumble cookie theory. Now, I've gone through this video. It is 38 minutes exactly. There is about 3 minutes of this crumble cookie theory. The rest of it is talking about crumble cookies, talking about how their Cybertruck can see ghosts or some shit if you drive through a cemetery, which turns out to be a big nothing burger. So I'm just going to save you the time, okay? We're just going to go through the crumble conspiracy theory. And then we're going to talk about how Shane Dawson doesn't know what a conspiracy theory is anymore. Okay? Okay, let's do it. Oh, fortunately, in this video that's sponsored by SeatGeek, Shane gives us a time code to skip to for the crumble cookie theory, so we're going to skip right to it.
I'm going to show you something crazy. Wow, these look insane.
They smell even better.
Oh my god. Where's the double double? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks good.
Yeah, they present it so well.
Okay. Lizzie,
Yeah?
out of the crumble cookies, just cookies.
I'd like it to be known that Chris, who is typically the exquisite cameraman for Shane Dawson's videos, had some kind of emergency surgery, so he wasn't able to come film. So I think I don't know. I think Ryland is filming it, so the camera work is not as, good as it usually is.
Out of the crumble cookies, can you grab the waffle one for me? That like simple, kind of subtle one.
Yeah?
Looks good. Very simple.
Yeah.
It's just like you're about to do a magic trick.
Oh, I am. And I guess, you know what? I'm feeling like a double-double.
Me too.
With a side of greasy French fries. A full side of them. Doesn't that look good?
Actually, listen, I'm not an In-N-Out hater. Like, give me some animal-style fries, but, like, it's okay. Those fries look pale and sad. And that burger looks like it's been sitting out for a minute. I'm not trying to be a nitpicky bitch. I'm observational. It's my job. This is what I get paid to do for a living.
Yeah.
What would you do if I told you that that cookie is the same amount of calories as this entire meal?
Girl, what? Why?
920 calories in this one cookie. 60 calories in this one meal.
I am unsurprised by this. Is this surprising to any of you? That cookie is almost 1,000 calories? I suppose if you've never had crumble cookies or you know nothing about crumble cookies, it would be a surprising thing. That is not in any way surprising to me. And what Shane goes on to talk about here is even less surprising. So hold on to your hats.
Why?
Throw these away.
And then
These are all sugar?
and the Olivia Rodrigo cookie, which is even like
It's 2 cookies.
That thing made us sick.
Is that 1,800 calories?
no 960 calories, which is literally the exact same as this entire In-N-Out meal. Also the same as 5 tacos from Taco Bell, a 3x3 from In-N-Out, 3 pieces of large Domino's pizza. Isn't that crazy?
That's fucked up.
So, okay, here's the thing. I fell down a rabbit hole about this because I started gaining like a lot of weight last year and I was trying to put my finger on it.
I mean, yeah. Consistently eating boxes of crumble cookies will do that. Consistently eating a box of cookies every week will do that in general, but you can feel the density of a crumble cookie when you eat it. Again, I'm not judging you if you get a fucking box of crumble cookies every week and snarf it down. By all means, I do the same thing with chips and dip. It's why my name is Fat Sajak, bitch. I get it. I don't think the surprise is warranted. And we haven't even gotten to the part that surprised Shane.
And then I realized we were getting crumbles every single week. But we'd sample them, so we'd get that cutter, the 4-way cutter, and we cut them and we, just try here and try there, whatever. And when I looked on the app, I was like, let me see how many calories this is. The pink sugar cookie, it said, oh, it's only like 200 calories. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
I just want to point out before we get into this that if you go on Crumble to order their cookies, they advertise them as 120 calories.
What's with the asterisk? Well, that's probably just the serving size, right? Because, did your brain go there? Because that's where my brain went. Because it's all functioning, not all the time, but for most of the time.
Calorie dense? I know. Nah, this ain't 120 calories.
But that's a serving size. And these are not a single serving size, but they're a single cookie.
Thank you, Lizzie.
A serving of a crumble cookie is only 1/4 of the cookie.
Yeah, and it's probably slightly less than that too, honestly. I can't stress how much crumble cookies, each cookie is like a cake. It is a heavy, dense doughy consistency. It does not feel like a lighter than air cookie. Like, it tastes like a cake. A lot of times they have cheesecake on them, or they have like layers to them. They are a delicacy. Like, they're a luxury item because they're also really expensive. So yeah, that's not at all surprising, especially because when you put crumble cookie in your mouth, it is like putting a giant piece of cake in your mouth. How you didn't know this is kind of beyond me.
So if you actually look at the nutrition facts, there's a little star next to it.
You need to read the fine print, sir.
And it's like 200 calories, star. And when you look at the star, it says
Calorie counts are per serving.
for a serving, which is 1/4 of a cookie, which is why, like, I always thought they sold those cutters.
Yeah.
So you could like share with your friends, it's fun. No, they sell those so that legally they can say, well, yeah, obviously a serving is 1/4. That's why we give you the cutter.
Perfect. I mean, they don't give you the cutter, you have to buy the cutter.
Yeah, so like legally, it's irrelevant. They're not covering their asses. That's a very common thing that restaurants do, that food labels do. It's a very, very common thing to have an asterisk by information like that with fine print below it that explains what the asterisk is for, okay? This is not in any way new. This is not in any way new. Yes, I think initially these people did this to skirt the legality of saying this cookie's 120 calories or whatever. And that's pretty much the end. Like, that's the end of the conspiracy. The conspiracy is that crumble cookies are a lot of calories, and crumble cookies list their calories by serving size. That's the conspiracy they're investigating. And Shane even says himself.
So there you go. It's not really a theory. I just thought it was kind of fascinating and also an excuse to eat In-N-Out and crumbles with my friends.
Yeah, and I feel like that's all his conspiracies are. He just said it himself. This isn't even a conspiracy because it's not. Nobody's conspiring. It's become a normal thing that specifically restaurants, fast food, places like that will put caloric intake by serving size. Because according to the serving, I mean, if you look at the back of a label of anything, on the back of this can of Alani, which is brew, please sponsor me, you will see your calories are 15. Calories, 15. Serving size, 1 can, and tells you exactly, focus bitch, tells you exactly how many milliliters that is. This under here is the breakdown by serving size. So this entire can is that amount of everything, that amount of fat, sodium, carbohydrates, sugars, etc. That's how they break down caloric intake on products in general. I feel like I probably shouldn't have to explain this to a 36-year-old man, but here we are. So this made me think, and this is on his second channel, so it's not like some mind-blowing conspiracy like he puts on his, main channel. So then this got me thinking about past Shane and how past Shane made videos with conspiracy theories that were actually conspiracy theories. So I remember he did the California wildfires and how the fires burned up certain parts of certain neighborhoods and not certain parts of other ones, and how sort of ominous that was. Now in reality, fire is very erratic in the way that it hits. It's sort of like tornadoes, where it hits one house and will leave the house next to it completely unscathed, Deep fakes, which obviously are a huge issue now. Like, that was an actual conspiracy that was worth looking into. The brainwashing of children with dark themes in cartoons. A conspiracy, and one worth looking into. Abercrombie and Hollister using subliminal messaging. iPhone theories that included like the live photos and phone calls and how soon it would pick up. Obviously the infamous Chuck E. Cheese theory about how, they pick up uneaten slices from from tables that have left and just used it to make one new pizza, The one that almost got him sued and got him banned from Chuck E. Cheese for life, which is a bummer for his kids. And then it sort of ventured into other stories, like Brittany Louise Taylor's story about domestic abuse and human trafficking. And then we sort of like really fell off when we started doing things about like how coupons exist. It's outrageous that there's dupes at Aldi. I just think that Shane's kind of lost the plot on what an actual conspiracy theory is, especially because his whole second channel where he does his podcast is like, there's a chunk of every podcast. I have watched maybe 2 of these episodes. It's really just kind of unbearable to watch because I just don't have any interest in those people, like in general. To come up with a new conspiracy every week, like a surface level conspiracy, not like an old, you know, for example, like when Jenna Marbles and Julian Solomita used to talk about conspiracy theories on their podcast. I think they had, what, like 3-4 episodes dedicated to conspiracy theories. They were always like well thought out, well researched, you know, theories that they had really looked into and they thought were genuinely fascinating. These clowns are coming up with like new random Mandela effects. By the way, a Mandela effect is not you just not remembering something. It's when like a mass amount of people do not remember something. Like it's got to be kind of widespread. It can't be like you and all your friends like remember this one thing, but like everybody else remembers it the other way. But the cornucopia from Fruit of the Loom was definitely there. And it was the Bernstein Bears. Anyway, they keep coming up with these like surface level, ridiculous conspiracy theories that are just like hypothetical conversation. It's not a conspiracy. I would love really well thought out, well directed, well filmed, well produced videos about conspiracy theories again, because they were fun in the past. Even if they were ridiculous, even if like 1 or 2 of them lost the plot and were not necessarily conspiracy theories, I would still love that. But like, we're heading in a weird direction. I don't know that any of this is mind-blowing conspiracy theories as they are often titled. I do want to blow my mind out through my skull when we just simply take a trip to Aldi and discover that prices there are low, or that bread is made in mass production and your Great Value bread and your name brand bread are the same. I just feel like conspiracy theories with Shane Dawson has become discovering things people already know and are not surprised by with Shane Dawson. That's all I really want to talk about today. He needs to find a new avenue for that main channel, because whatever he's got going on now, ain't it? Alright, so to my Shane Dawson stands in the comments, look forward to seeing you soon. Don't forget, it's this eye that doesn't focus all the time. Anywho, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I hope you find $5 in the pocket of your jeans and give it to me. Give me it. I need money. Make sure you subscribe. I make new videos whenever I feel like it. Thanks for being here. Stay tuned for the outtakes. If there are any, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Cookie! Please fuck off. Literally, it can't hurt my feelings.